Hi guys, it's me Ty here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to replace your front bump stop blocks on a 2003 Chevy 2500 HD 4x4. And so this is what the aftermarket ones look like. I don't know what I paid for them. They did not come with a nut, so which mine were totally rusted out, and they were a real pain in the butt to change. The one on the driver's side, that one there I was able to hammer. Usually these are like 15 millimeter from the factory, because my grandparents, they still have their factory ones, and it's 15 millimeter on their 2000 Chevy 3/4 ton. But here on this '03 on the driver's side, it might have just been there was so much rust on it. I ended up using a 13 millimeter, and I had to pound it on there. I ended up not having to use the special sockets that bite in. They're kind of rounded. But on the passenger side, I did have to use, they were completely rusted. There was nothing to grab onto, so I had to hammer on the specialty sockets that bite in. So, and give you guys some better light here. Get this up somewhere. Okay. But this here is where it came out of, and I ended up having to use a normal $30 propane torch like plumbers use from the hardware store. But a secret, when you don't want to start, like this truck has a lot of oil leaks on it, and you go and take some tin foil from your kitchen and stuff it in any hole where you don't want the flames to blow. So like that's the bump block area where I was heating the nut and everything, and I just stuck tin foil on the back of there. And I had to do a lot of scraping out of dirt and rust. And there you'll see the hole in there too. With a screwdriver and a hammer to kind of chisel it out of there, because you just couldn't even find the bolt. It was just so packed in there. And then for the underside of it, that's what it looks like underneath there. I cleaned that up, wire brushed it. Piece of the old bump block. This is the new one with the nut. This is the old one there, what that stud was sticking out of there. And see, the top of the stud is actually rounded off. And then this nut here was a perfect like cone. There was nothing to bite onto. I had to hammer how many of these specialty bite-in sockets. These are metric ones though. And the one that finally got it for me here was, what size is this? Oh yeah, the 12 millimeter one. And for the passenger side, to get it out of there, I used the little bite socket. These are shallow sockets, and then a 3/8 swivel, and then probably a 12-inch extension and a 3/8 ratchet. That's how I got it out of there. And then that's the propane torch that I used, you guys. Just from your local hardware store. Like, I think I paid like 30 bucks, something like that, maybe a little bit more, 36. And I just heated that nut up red hot. And normally you'll hear like it pop or whatever. I didn't wait that long. I didn't hear a pop, but with a lot of rusty bolts you will. And then for putting the new one in, I will put lots of anti-seize on that bolt there, so I can get it out next time. So and then so yeah, this is my setup, like I said, for this side. And then to get in, how I did it is I went in from the top up here, was able to go straight in like that. But on the other side, I ended up using like I said, a 15, and I used a shallow one here. So, well, actually, I'm trying to think here. Actually, this is the setup I used for last on the other side there. I used just a 1/2-inch ratchet and probably like this maybe 6-inch, 4-inch long extension, and then a 13 millimeter standard socket. So, and then I was able to just get it there. It was pretty tight, but I took the breaker bar to break it loose. So, All right, I hope this helps you guys. If you guys have rusted on bump stops on your 99 to 2006 Chevy Silverados, Yukons, Tahoes, all that set up. So, all right, if you guys like this content, I'll just keep kicking out these repair videos on the 99 to 2006 Silverado platform. All right, bye.